Stadium, one of the great venues in all of sports, and what has become a terrific bowl game over the last few years, the LA Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. And all eyes will be on this man because he is electrifying every time he touches the ball.
I mean, so much fun to watch. Can hit home runs, can make big plays. Everything in this offense starts with that grown man.
What I really like...
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
We were talking to the defensive coaching staff coming into this game tonight, and they said we really feel good about our pass rush. We feel like we've got guys up front that can win one-on-one. We've got to let these guys hunt. We've got to let them eat, and they're doing it on the first play of the game, getting a sack.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Booker. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. At midfield, he's got room. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
From the gun, running back on the move. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
Snags it over the middle. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
Off the play fake on first down. Works the middle of the field. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes his connection. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year.
Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive, and it came. What a beautiful touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
I just does such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside will be a great matchup.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
The play-action fake. Into traffic, it's picked off. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on 3rd down.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He'll do it himself. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything's done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Motion from the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Well, right away after picking up a 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off play action. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be a touchdown. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that one. Nice job.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They go 83 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed behind the line. It's Booker.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in the ring. coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. A pickup of 5, marks it at the 36-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Makes the grab over the middle. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. The aerial assault continues. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And the offense takes the field, eager to go back to work. From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the single back. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Offense getting set for 1st down. Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Working the middle, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll try to run for it. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down and inches. Nice job by getting the 1st down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple of completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Open space at the 25. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He makes the catch. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
1st and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Second and goal for this offense. He's looking to throw. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the spot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. And it's in there for a touchdown.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. The give on the inside. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. He'll try it again. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn. And they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now they're going to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Second and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page, and you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks so the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page, getting some positive yards.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Power football with the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it on the move. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They move the tight end all over. Trying to bully their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. And they'll try it again after getting nothing on 2nd down. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's got it in the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and you're like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Looking to go up top on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the first down completion, it's second and short. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
He's looking to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on second down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. They'll give it to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The give to the back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, we figured we might get an LA Bowl that would have social media buzzing, and through 2 quarters of football, indeed, that is the case. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the finish of the LA Bowl.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. Gets away from one. Finds some space. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking to move it through the air. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
Second down coming up. Here's the handoff. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful in making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
He makes the connection. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Off play action on first down. Moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29.
He didn't get big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. And this one splits the uprights. And it's a deadlock here in the third quarter after the field goal. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Leaves it with the running back. Gets some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The give to the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
And here comes the punt team. On the return, it's Bannister. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I like the idea of going draw there. You're trying to sell pass, but you still need to do a better job up front executing those blocks. There's too many one-on-ones where they got beat, and as a result, they suffer a negative play.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. It's complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Running it back, it's Bannister. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Most offensive schemes are predicated on 1st down productivity. That will not go down as a productive 1st down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Gives it to the back on the draw. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? How
about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. They're setting up the screen, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And that's what defense is all about, understanding the situation. It's 3rd and long. I'm going to drop back. I'm going to make him throw that ball underneath to the running back and then do my job. Go corral, tackle him, and force the 4th down.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They'll go to the ground. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Unloads quickly. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he brought one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the middle. It's complete. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
And now this offense on 1st and goal has a chance to break the tie late. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Booker. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And sometimes I think there are decisions, and you've got to make the tough decisions, and that's your job. That's why you get paid the big bucks, but I'm taking the lead. I'm kicking the field goal. I'm taking no chances.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It is perfect.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Unloads it downfield. He's got it down the left side. Afterburner's coming. Touchdown.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
Pulls and fires complete. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. They'll run play action. Getting some heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. You already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good.
And that's massive, all the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's got his man. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Give to the running back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Movement here from the tight end. Might as well give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
He wants to pass it on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Quick release by the QB. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They ran it on first down, now on second. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. To the ground. He's got it again. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Wide receiver shows motion. He's back to throw on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Matthews. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Got him downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. So this offense has the lead, they have the ball, they have the clock on their side, and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. A first down run in the red zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Can the D deny them on second and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is third and goal. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're lining up to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Fires left. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Going up top on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. At that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Third and long. Defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch and stride inside the 15. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
A gargantuan moment here as they try to tie it up late with the two-point conversion. Wants to go up top. He's into the end zone for the 2, and we've got a tie game in the final 2 minutes. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Allen.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quickly complete. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. I think they'll be aggressive here and try to win it in regulation. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Allen. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This for the lead and very likely the win. And he missed it. No good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Fires deep toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
He caught it down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. And it's caught. Touchdown.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll throw it on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
1st and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Makes the catch. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here. They just can't seem to cover this guy. He keeps getting open, even when he's running out of space on the sideline.
Yeah, running out of space, they're still going to feature him. They see the matchup, and look at the balance and the coordination and just knowing where I'm out on the field to get the feet inbounds and secure the catch. What a play and what a day for this young man.
Trailing by a touchdown, 3rd and goal, and they have to have it here in overtime. Quarterback on the keeper. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with 1 play to win this football.
This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime. And they did tack on the extra point. We play on 1st down here in the 2nd overtime period. It'll be a draw. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
A shot toward the end zone. Almost had the huge interception there. Man, what a change that would have been. Instead, we're looking at 3rd down.
Man, and you've given up this drive and come down the field, and you had such an opportunity to get the pick and close the door and shut down the drive and not give up points. That's a big missed opportunity for this defense.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
At this point of the game, you just got to wonder if the defense is getting tired. Here in OT, they just don't seem to have the punch up front that like they had earlier in the game, and they're just playing on their heels.
1st down here for the offense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
This thing has been back and forth now. 1st and goal as they try to take the lead in overtime number 2. Trying to punch it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
A gut check on the doorstep. 3rd and goal here in overtime. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Into the end zone. He's got it. touchdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in units because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Now in the second overtime, you must go for the two-point conversion. Looking to throw. Trying to get to him. They can't convert. And the lead remains at 6. And now they'll have to go on defense. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. He'll start this drive firing. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, and this one's picked off. A huge overtime turnover. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one.